The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Jimi Hendrix here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 21 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Fellas, do you ever go home after
Usually,
the show
yeah.
and think, might be in trouble for that?
All the time.
Yeah, okay. Because I've noticed it started happening to me. Maybe it's because I'm sort of coming into my own as a broadcaster and I'm starting to push the boundaries a bit. Fellas, have you noticed that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your clothes and that.
Well, with the clothes and also just
your
saying
jackets
some
and-
edgy stuff.
Your orthopedic slippers.
Yeah, it's pushing the boundaries with what can be done in orthopedic slippers, Jase.
Sure.
But sometimes I do go home and I think, oh gosh, it's a podcast that's out there forever now. People can access that whenever they want. We can get in big trouble
Until
for
we
something.
get fired and then it'll all get binned.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and they'll
yeah,
try to
yeah.
cover their tracks,
Yeah.
which is quite nice. It was a moment, sort of a week and a half ago, and this was weird for me because I didn't think I was going to get in trouble for it.
Ah.
I thought maybe Jase.
Sure.
Right.
Sometimes we can, get a bit silly here on the big show, get a bit rude. And I thought, when this particular moment happened, I was like, I think that's fine. But then I did have a couple of comments from people over the weekend who brought it up with me.
Yes.
So I figured we could have a new segment where we just play something back, decide whether or not we need to just apologise there and then and get it out the way.
Sure.
Or just, it's fine and we can put it to bed. This particular clip was from 2 weeks ago.
Can I just, before you start, don't we risk offending people twice?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a really good point, Mogey.
Right.
I hadn't thought
So
about
we're kind of like in a strange sort of way doubling down on it.
Because if it is offensive and we're playing it twice, don't we have double the opportunity for people to file complaints through the Broadcasting Standards Authority?
Yeah, well, that's a really good point.
And I think I know what you're talking about, Keyzie, because when you said it, I was like, oh boy.
No, it wasn't that.
That is trouble at mill.
No, it wasn't
trouble
that.
at mill.
And to be honest, a few of the things you've said, Jase, off mic,
Sure.
I'm like, boy, one of these days that mic's going to be on.
Yeah, I bet.
And various communities are going to be very upset with you. But here is the clip from 2 weeks ago. We'll just play it.
Okay.
And we'll just decide whether or not it requires...
Even though it doesn't seem to make any sense that you would do that.
That's the one.
Okay.
It's more your rodents that you're looking at. Your bush rat, your possums.
A bush rat?
Yeah, your water rats, your beavers.
Right. So,
Right.
for example, if I skinned a beaver,
Yeah.
what are we making a hat out of that? What's the deal?
Well, it depends on how big the beaver is, clearly.
Let's just say it's a big beaver.
But I'm talking about it as just like a primary resource.
But
Right.
has it been in the... That's the trouble, though, with a beaver. If it's been in the water
Yeah.
and you got a wet beaver, then is that the sort of thing... You can't wear that, can you? You
No,
don't
but
want that
they're,
anywhere near you.
no, beavers are sort of water resistant though.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, their furs.
Yeah, but they're still very wet when you get them.
Yeah.
And like if I was to get a beaver,
You got a soaking wet beaver out of... Yeah.
yeah, if I got a wet beaver, I would not be making a hat out of it.
What would you do with it?
Well, I dry it off first, Mogey.
So that's the clip.
Yeah.
What's it?
Juvenile, certainly.
Yeah, very juvenile.
Yeah.
Got to grow up, you guys.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, so, because a couple of people have mentioned it to me, and I'm like, maybe we need to nip this thing in the bud here.
Well, my sort of view on it is if you've got an issue with that, you've got a filthy mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying? If
you.
that's not my problem, that's your problem.
That's true.
Because I know what you were thinking,
The
and I
easy-
wasn't thinking that. I was thinking beavers are wet.
Exactly. Very easy to defend. Very defendable.
Absolutely. Like if I was going into a court of law about our wet beaver content, I'd be very confident.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good then. So this is the whole point of the segment is it just basically sometimes I lie awake at night like Mogey and just think, oh God, I hope that wasn't too bad. So that was fine, right?
But ultimately, though, it's not up to us, is it? It's up to the audience to decide whether they're offended by it. And do we just say that the lack of text complaining or the lack of letters or phone calls means that people aren't offended?
Or just totally disinterested. Or not
Disinterested?
listening at all.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Or do we run a poll? Are you offended by this content?
Or maybe if you just text wet beaver to 3483 and if we get
Yes.
heaps of those texts, then maybe something will happen.
Because I just want to...
We'll send it.
Fine.
We'll send it up the chain.
When you
Yeah,
fellas
fire
were
it
at the restaurant on Friday afternoon, you mentioned two ladies that were sitting next to the table
Yeah.
who said some pretty outrageous things about our show.
Yeah.
So I worry on that in
Well,
that
to be
context?
honest, they mentioned this particular
Yeah,
moment too.
right,
mate.
okay, yeah.
But anyway, I just thought I'd bring it up, and if you guys think that's sweet as, then that's all good. Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Simple Minds here on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 24 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Did you say clock?
No, o'clock.
Oh, okay. You
O'clock.
Yeah, no, just double
Not
checking.
o'clock.
Yeah, okay. Hey, old Hoity J was talking about how even though he goes to work at 3, he hates it when his wife puts on admin heavy laundry for him to hang out at AJ's.
Yeah, during the
i.e.
day.
bras, socks,
Yeah, really.
and undies.
Really punishing stuff to hang out. People are coming in thick and fast on 3483, which means they're now in the draw for a TUI prize pack. Hoity J did a full episode on this about a year ago, almost word for word. Is this a replay or early onset dementia?
Probably dementia, because I don't recall doing that, but
Well,
I probably have.
It means I've got dementia as well because I can't remember it either.
No.
I mean, it does vaguely sound familiar.
Well,
I mean,
you
it's
know,
definitely familiar.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
classic sort of stuff, really, isn't it?
Nothing. This is sort of similar but off topic. Nothing gets deeper in my goat than going to bed and finding that the bed needs to be made. So that's something in my household that we have a rule where whoever gets up last has to make the bed, which is quite often me. You'd be surprised to find. So I pretty much
Probably how that rule came
Well, I
about.
mean, you don't
Be
really-
weird to make the bed if someone's still in it.
Yes, that was what I was going to say.
because I'll get up and then
God,
like
that'd annoy you.
what?
If your wife was making the bed
She's
over your
not.
slumbered naked body.
Yeah, she's refusing to make the bed even though you're in it.
Yeah,
Just make it. It's your turn.
exactly. What's
Yeah.
that about? Thank you, Mogey. Actually, someone here, Nick, is agreeing with you. He pairs his socks while hanging them out, which I
Yeah.
think is just stupid.
Right, okay.
It must-
I didn't even consider the fact that you could just hang them out willy-nilly.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting about what you're doing there, Jase. You have to spend time, sort of going through
Yes.
the basket to find that other sock. Whereas if you do it at the other end and you're just sitting on the couch and you can just throw the socks into the relevant piles and then it's easier to pair it up. Jase, I know how busy you are all day, man. You'd be able to save yourself a hell of a lot of time there.
Well, now that you put it like that, that makes sense.
Yeah, have a go. Let us know. Give us an
because
update
I have
tomorrow.
a hurrah of a time. I've literally got a sack of socks with one sock.
Oh, right.
A
You know,
sock
like
sack.
A sock sack where I just put all my one socks.
A
and there
one
mu-
sock sack.
And there must be 30 pairs in there.
Why don't you chuck them
well,
in the
not
bin?
pairs, just one sock.
Why don't you throw them out?
Well, because eventually I'm hoping that all the socks will reintegrate and I'll be able to pair them. One of my favourite things to do is pairing up my socks that have been...
This is interesting. So he is so obsessed with sock pairing that he does it whilst hanging them out on the line and even keeps old single socks in the hope that one day he'll get to reunite them with their long-lost love.
Well, I know that Jase, he gets quite emotional when he sees a lone, a solo sock, don't you?
I do.
All alone.
Yeah.
Lost their mate.
Exactly. And they just get used for one thing when I've only got one sock.
What do you use them for?
None of your business, Mogey.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
The Cure there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. I remember listening to that song on High Rotate back in my youth, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
That's
It's a
good
tune.
stuff, man.
It's a tune.
It is a tune, isn't it?
Lullaby. Lovely.
Hey, fellas, off the back of my chat yesterday about shoelaces, you remember that?
A shoelace chat, Mogey.
Yeah.
The text machine has been lighting up.
Oh, how
Been
could I forget?
absolutely, it's been pumping, man. Well,
Yeah.
I've got a bit of an update for you.
Is this breaking news?
It's breaking news.
This is breaking news.
So last night, as you guys know, just to recap, as I was struggling to find any shoelaces anywhere, went to 4 different stores. I had varying results. No, we don't sell shoelaces here. Yes, you can have some shoelaces, but you have to buy 6 pairs, none of which are in the colour that you want. And then ultimately I had success.
Yeah.
Just some white shoelaces, just flat white, not round.
Can I just clarify? You went to 4 different shoe stores.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just a store.
Not just
a
any old
shoe
random shoe store, and they don't sell shoelaces. Imagine my surprise.
That's what shocked me
That
about
was
it.
shocking.
Were you shocked
Fu-
about the shoe
Oh,
store
mate.
shoelace?
Shock.
I think that's why this story resonated so much
my
with
God.
people.
Yeah, that's right. I think so.
Well, this text here on 3483. G'day, fellas. Any update on Mogey? Has he put his new shoelaces in his shoes yet?
Yes. Well, this is what I'm getting to, Keyzie, if you just let me talk. Last night I sat down and I put the new shoelaces in my new shoes.
Oh,
there,
wow.
And
There you go.
God, it was
Can
a good
I-
time.
Can I just clarify?
Yes.
It was not the round shoelace. It was the flat
Yeah,
shoe,
yeah.
and it was white.
And it was white.
As previously mentioned in this break, yes, white, yes, flat.
Yes, okay, good.
And was it one pair of shoes?
2 pairs of shoes, 2 pairs of shoelaces, one 150 centimetres long,
Okay.
one 120 centimetres long. One was for your normal shoe there, and the other one was for a boot, more of your boot type.
Wow.
Well, I put them in. God, they look beautiful, beautiful and white. Unfortunately, my shoes aren't white enough.
Right, okay.
So now it's really glaring the difference between these brand new, beautiful bloody shoelaces that I tracked down over weeks and weeks.
Yes.
And my old shitbox white shoes, which are more of a muddy, dirty colour now. You can see if I hold that up to you guys there.
Oh, wow.
You know?
The
they're
contrast.
still, I've got to say, they're still pretty clean.
They're pretty clean.
You put them in that little bag with those little thingies in it.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, your shoe bag. And in the washing machine.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. I bought it on Instagram. It's working a bloody treat. But anyway, fellas, I've done both pairs of shoes, and I'm pretty happy with the results.
Listen,
That's really great news.
Can I just ask you?
Are you clarifying?
It's just to do with my own shoelaces.
Oh, yes.
Re the length of the shoelace.
Is this breaking news?
Well, no, it's a question.
This is breaking news.
And what I found, because I've got the Converse boots, of course.
Yeah.
And my laces are quite long, and so I do the loop around the ankle.
Oh, you tie them around there, do you?
Yeah, which I'm not very happy about. The other alternative is that I do a double bow on the lace.
Yes.
Which I'm equally not happy about. I mean, what do you guys run with?
I do a double knot and I tie them to the inside towards my inner ankle on both shoes, and then I stuff those loops back inside the shoe so they're out of sight.
Oh, isn't that annoying, though?
Not as annoying as doing the double wrap around your ankles, you freak.
Yeah, Jase, with your weird ankle laces. You know what you should do, though, Mogey? I was having a think.
Oh, yeah?
You should go to 4 different shoelace stores and see if they've got any shoes without laces in them.
That would be good. I'm keeping an eye out for some Velcro bastards.
Can I just point out there, he didn't go to shoelace stores. He went to shoe stores.
Jase, there was a joke about him going to shoelace stores now trying to get shoes without laces in them.
Well, I don't think...
It was the old switcheroo.
I don't think that shoelace chat is a time for joking, because people, it's a public information thing.
And
Right.
just on that, I've been approached by Netflix. They want to make a movie about it.
Oh, shoelace chat
Yeah.
with old Mogey. Far out. Hey, what's coming up after 5, Jase?
I don't think we need to do anything after that.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else after that is going to be a goddamn letdown.
Yeah, I don't want to follow that.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The verb there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon.
Should we explain what we're all laughing about? Or
Nah.
She's
People
okay.
can imagine. Just before you get into your hilarious chat there, Mogey. I just want to clarify something very quickly. It doesn't have to take more than 10 seconds.
And yet here we are, 30 seconds in.
Who loaded up my bag with shit today? Was that Pugs as well?
Wasn't me.
Well,
I
it
didn't
wasn't
even know
me.
that had happened.
I didn't even know about it until you mentioned it earlier on, so
Did
I
someone-
don't know.
Okay.
I
that
think
you,
you know,
Pugs?
Hoity J, I'm above that.
I know you are.
Thank you.
Jase, I think you know I'm above that.
I've seen you do that before.
No, I was filming Pugs doing it last time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I seriously, I didn't even know that had happened. That's great. What was in there?
Doesn't matter.
Sounds like Keyzie and Pugs are responsible. Anyway, I've just wanted to chat to you guys about something, and I don't want you to think I've just cobbled this together in the last few
Yeah, I don't want some half-ass yarn you just thought of, all right?
Fair enough, mate.
But I don't know if you guys know, but my wife's left me.
Yes.
And she's been gone for over a week now, but we've had a discussion, and she's agreed to come back on Monday there.
Okay.
Which is sooner than I was anticipating. Like, I was hoping to talk around maybe. Or what I mean is I knew she'd come crawling back.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I didn't know she'd come crawling back quite so soon. And what I've got at home now is the place is a bit of a mess because I've been Bachelor Mogey for the last sort of 10 days. You know?
Sure,
What
yeah.
does Bachelor Mogey sort of look like, though?
He looks like me, but he's got no clothes on 24/7.
Right.
Okay.
Right on, brother.
Curtains are open, and I'm doing my stretches facing north, and my neighbours to the north.
Yeah.
I'm out on that deck there. I'm smoking darts. Crack of dawn. I'm out there smoking darts.
Now you're talking.
Saying kia ora to my neighbours that are walking past and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Quite a conservative neighbourhood I'm in, but I'm getting to know people. And also, dishes haven't been done.
Right.
I sort of thought I'd start again with the dishes, just get them all dirty and then bin them, and then get some more later. But they're just dirty at the moment. I've been moving some, pictures that have been hanging up on hooks, and I changed it. This should have been so simple. There's 3 pictures in a row, right?
Yes.
I don't like the one that my wife put up in the middle. I want to get rid of it. They're all the same size, these pictures.
Right. Sure.
I take the middle one out and I put the one up that I like. It's hanging now 3 inches lower. It's the same size.
Right.
Same brand frame?
So it's the same, Keyzie. She's the same.
Wow.
It's all the same.
Wow.
So then I'm up there, moving the goddamn hook up a little bit, down a little bit, got my measuring tape out. I mean, I look sick.
Yeah.
If you can imagine me with a measuring tape, I couldn't find a pencil, so to mark the wall, I got a knife out of the kitchen.
And you're still naked at this point.
I'm naked. This is exactly the kind of thing my wife hates, like using a knife instead of a pencil. But my thing is, what's the difference?
So if you couldn't find a knife and you need to cut something, would you grab a pencil and just sort of...
Oh, you do your best with what's available to you. I'm sort of like MacGyver.
You didn't think at any stage of just stiffening the rope?
Stiffening the rope? Well, I did, but the thing is, it was a wire.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
then I get to that, so I'm moving it up and down, and this wire, it's not good wire.
Sure.
My wife got the bad wire. So anyway, I spent ages up and down. That's not right. Moved on to the next one. She's just about right. And then I'm trying to put it on the hook, and it won't effing stay on the thing, on the wire. I'm like, it should be easy. It should be just there. And I turn it round. The wire's snapped. The wire's snapped in half. So now all of that shit is lying in the hallway. I did that for about half an hour. I was over it.
Yes.
So now in the hallway, those pictures are on the floor. The toolbox is out in the middle of the floor. That's just sitting there as well.
Yes.
And I've got to try and fix that at some point.
And is there just like a knife on the ground, like 5 darts?
That is, funnily enough, I went to get a towel this morning out of the laundry cupboard, which is also where the toolbox is kept, and the knife was sitting up on top of the towels.
Can I just ask, the photo...
Just an absolute shambles, really.
The photo that you hate in the middle, what's that a photo of?
Is it a photo or a picture?
It's more of a picture, but it's from our wedding day.
Oh.
And I don't know if I told you, but my wife, when it comes to the looks department, man, she's rough as guts.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.